Hedge, and welcome back to the oh-so-special in-house tournament hosted by employees at Amazon.com. That's right, not so much an official Amazon.com tournament, just a bunch of people who work together deciding that they want to duke it out to find out who's the best of the best. And holy crap, we have a six pool coming in. Oh, how awesome. Once again, you saw the Blizzard in-house tournament finals. You saw the Facebook.com in-house tournament finals. Now we're doing a little bit of Amazon.com in-house tourney finals. Amazon.com, I got to give you a special shout out because if it weren't for you, I wouldn't own all of the comic books that I do. God bless you. In the meantime, let's go ahead and give a little recap. We saw J&B put up an epic fight with nonstop aggression in Game 1, but the defense of Longhammer was a little too strong all game long, and as we saw, J&B left without even engaging in a final epic battle. He was just starved for cash, but J&B is going to be in for quite the surprise as he's going to encounter the 6 pool. Holy cow, Longhammer is committing to this. He's not even building an Overlord. Is he going to build an Overlord? He better build an Overlord. No, screw that. No Overlord. None. He only wants to make Zerglings. That is all. We are almost at the 2-minute mark, and we see that his spawning pool is almost done. And oh no, he's going to scout the expansion first. You don't need to do that. No, he's going to make the Milky Way galaxy constellation before he ends up popping back here and realizing, oh yeah, Zerglings coming out right now. We see J&B is getting ready. We do see there's that one gateway down. Is there a gap there? There might very well be a gap there. And right now, J&B does end up seeing that there is a 6 pool on the way. He's going to have to build some type of Overlord. But wow, look at this, a drone popping out by Longhammer. The economic 6 pool follow through. Looks like J&B is going to be able to begin to close off that wall off. But oh my gosh, there's actually a little gap there. I'm nearly positive there's a little gap there. And oh, he ends up walling it off. The insert and delete keys that allow me to do this sort of cool motion will not even allow the Zerg to find some crack in that absolutely impenetrable defense that we do see at the front of J&B's base. Here come the probes just to observe. Keep in mind it's walled off, so the probes cannot actually participate. They're just going to hang out and go, yes, very good. There they are, just hanging out. Very good, very cool. We do see that now. Oh, a forge going down. There is the gateway, now chrono boosting a zealot. As long as he can pick off some of the Zerglings, he can try to abate this attack a little bit, try to reduce the damage a touch. These probes realizing they don't really want to do the observing anymore. The barbecue has finally died down, going to return home. No, he's rallying the zealot on the wrong side. It's going to go on the inside. Oh no, he can't even fight. Oh no, he's trying to find a way to fight. J&B zealot, help, help. He's trying to find a way in, and there goes the busto down. Longhammer retreating from just one zealot. Get in there, Longhammer. Oh my gosh, Longhammer with the 10 Zerglings. You can kill that Longhammer. Now he's moving up. He's going to do the surround, and the zealot manages to sneak its way out right as the second zealot pops. The probe doing some essential extra damage. Keep in mind, 2 hits from a zealot and a probe do kill 1 Zergling. He's pulling back everything now. His zealots are at such low health, and there goes the probes. Whoa, an amazing little sneak back there by J&B. Now he's advancing forward. The 0 zealot deaths at this point in time, and we do see J&B does have a queen out, continuing to make quite a bit of those drones. More Zerglings popping out as well. The re-wall off, see a wall off. And of course the abandoned zealot will be left there to his death, but a lot of those Zerglings are weak. One of them falls. Let's see if he can possibly pick it off. Does end up doing a little bit of retreating. No, it does look like a Longhammer will be able to pick off J&B's zealot there to defend. There is the photon cannon getting warped in right now. And I want to warn anyone who's watching, there's this, excuse me, a sneeze incoming. And there it was. Now there is an extractor getting constructed right here in Longhammer's main. This will allow him to do any number of transitions, but in particular with that very early queen, he can get an unusually high drone count fast. This will eat into his ability to get a faster second base, but perhaps his one base play will be strong enough. There's a cybernetics core going down right now, as well as double gas for J&B. Should be a little prudent and pull one of those guys out of the geyser because 4 is just as efficient as 3. For any of you who did not know this, anytime as a commentator you have to sneeze, that is one of the most fundamental mental debates you end up in a regular basis as a commentator. Words that begin with the letter N, like cybernetics core, gosh, your nose hairs get so tickled. Ugh, it's brutal. We do see the probe now moving through into the main of the Zerg. Wants to get a good sense of what's going on in here. We do see creep getting spread a little bit. Will it be able to get in? No, doesn't really get too much of a good sense of what's going on. Now, the real question is, how is Longhammer going to transition out of this? We see the Zergling speed coming up. We see some more drones popping down, but with this second base this late, it's going to be quite a concern of how he's going to be able to defend against this 4 warp gate push, which I would assume, despite there's just 2 gateways, yeah, I would assume he was going to go for some sort of 3 or 4 warp gate push. It's a very, very reasonable way to transition out of a 6 pool. You know your opponent's low on drones. You know he can't really handle the heat. No way going for a Twilight Council. I like that play too. Pretty much any form of early aggression going to be very good against a player who failed with his early aggression. Because now Longhammer has the struggle. Do I make drones and try to get a reasonable economy? Or do I make units to hold off all of these inevitable early attacks? If you make too many drones, you die to a lot of early pushes. That's true in general, but far more so true when you've 6-pooled, because you still have only 1 hatch worth of larvae. Second hatch almost done. Such a late second hatch. Look at that, 8 minutes into the game. And that is when it will be finishing. We do see that this is a relatively fast layer by Longhammer. And really, in my eyes, Longhammer is just risking it. He's just saying to himself, you know what? I'm going to try to go all mass drones and tech up. Maybe end up with a pretty fast Roach Warren so I can get roaches with speed. And if my Protoss buddy does go for anything resembling an expand, I can maybe put pressure on with speed roaches. The real problem is he's going to be up against a Blink Stalker push. Again, any form of early aggression I like after there has been some kind of failed 6 pool. So we do see there's more chrono boosting going on. We see that the warp gate upgrade is just now finished. J&B waiting for those final 2 stalkers to poop out. There is the layer now finishing up for Longhammer. Looks like he's getting a double gas. Look at that drone count. Look at the worker count, 29 to 24. Zerg's done a great job catching up, but he needs to have some transition planned. Is he going to get Spire? Is he going to get some sort of Hydralisk play? He needs to start doing something quick, because as we see, Blink is just around the corner with 4 stalkers out right now. It is going to be mighty, mighty hard. And by 4, I mean 7. Yes, and there's going to be Stalker number 8 with a +1 attack upgrade. Very cool little addition in there. And oh no, it's a Spire Zerg! You're going to be in such trouble. The Spire takes a million seconds to finish. Okay, a million seconds. JNB, a million seconds. Longhammer does not have JNB. Going to be moving along this right side, and oh, what a beautifully planted pylon. Can warp on the back side to defend the pylon, on this side to push the front, or on this side to push the back. And of course, any sort of blinking across this valley is very difficult for Zerg to deal with. Blink Stalkers on this map extremely potent, and there they are, killing off the destructible rocks that they don't actually need to kill off because they can blink over. LOL. No, actually, probably shouldn't criticize that, because again, you don't want to waste a blink popping in only to be surrounded by Zerglings and killed. Very smart, very prudent by J&B, and as we can see, the destructible rocks are falling mighty fast. There's another pylon getting warped in just to make sure nothing else gets swung in his own back door, and here come the Blink Stalkers now moving in. That creep tumor could be very helpy. D. Hassanan is deciding that he's getting out, can't handle the horror that is this attack. And look at that great Blink Stalker micro, has not lost a single Stalker yet. Even though he's cornering himself, there's not enough Zerglings to do any sort of permanent damage. 0 Stalkers have died. 1, the first Stalker falls, and there's the good game. Look at the units lost. 50 units killed off by Zerg. The series has been tied up 1-1. Longhammer, who had the early victory in that epic game 1, now is in a tie situation with his opponent. Let's move on to game 3.